Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the 920 Show. Today, we have a kind of special, a little bit different show for you. It is going to be, December 22nd as you listen to this. My advent calendar says that would be 3 days until Christmas. What about yours?
Yes, Nick.
Does that track?
Yes, it tracks.
Okay. Sounds good. So, this will be the final episode of the 920 Show for 2022. We launched this show in 2022, and we have been blown away by the support that we've had for it, and it's just been a really cool adventure.
And a fun little break in the week.
Yeah, exactly. A fun little break to come in. Of course,
Nick still can't not touch his mic.
I still hit the mic. We've launched it on YouTube. We're going to be doing more of that in 2023. So just a quick thank you to start the show. We appreciate everyone who listens, everyone who reaches out and provides topic suggestions or wants to come on as a guest. It's been really fun, and it's been a cool way to meet some people in the community.
I agree.
Yeah. So let's take a look at what we have in store today. So you'll notice that Katie and I both have our phones on the table if you're watching on YouTube. And that's because this past week, we have been going through the entire year in 2022 and picking out some of our favorite things that happened. Not just events, things that happened, things we did, things that just make Green Bay a very, very special community. So you are stuck with us for this entire podcast. And we're recording early. If you're watching on YouTube, both Katie and I have our warm clothes on.
Yeah, it's cold.
We got a weather system coming through that's going to bring some snow. So what a great way to wrap up the year here in the cozy warm studio that is provided by Edge VR.
Yes.
So Edge VR, your one-stop shop for all things virtual reality. There's still time to get a gift card if you haven't gotten a gift yet. I mean,
valid.
You're running out of time. You knocked the mic that time.
I got a little too close. Don't mind me.
There's still some time to get a gift card. If not, I will suggest with all of your time for Christmas break, there's some down days in there, of course. After Christmas, between New Year's, come check out Edge VR. It'll be a fun new experience. If you haven't tried it, they make it very easy for people who are not video game savvy. It's a super cool experience. Bring the family, play some games, have some pizza. It'll be a fun little outing if you are in town for the holidays. And also, of course, they have all of the advanced game stuff for the gamer on your gift list as well. All right, Katie.
Nick.
Are you ready?
Barely.
I
think we should go every other.
That should be the slogan of the 920 Show. Are you ready? Barely hanging on.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's
fine. So yeah, like I said, a little bit of a different format for this end of year show. We probably, I hope we get to everyone's favorite things that happened throughout the year, but there's so much we probably won't get to it all. And, we want to get out of here and on our holiday break too. So we'll roll through this fairly quickly, but a lot of cool stuff to cover. So let's start at the top in January of 2022. Do you have anything?
Let me see.
Okay, I'll start. So
go off. Right, you didn't even give me a chance. That's fine. I'll do February. Go.
So I got stuff for February too. Okay. So January, Katie was less than a month on the job.
Literally.
And the Packers were having a much better season than they are this year.
Yeah.
In fact, they secured a home playoff game. So what we did is encouraged our local community to share some of their Packers gear and pride on social media, and we selected 8?
10. We did 10.
10 winners, and Katie and I spent a day.
It was fun.
Yeah.
So it was basically a social media challenge for the most part, and people who share, I can't remember how we did it now. Shared our hashtag.
It was they had to post a picture of them.
Oh yeah. And they had to post a picture of them wearing Packers gear, and then we picked winners based off of that.
Yeah.
And we delivered. What was all in the boxes?
Oh boy, there was some cheese. Obviously, there was some Packers swag.
Packers swag. No, there was a Pro Shop.
Yeah, Pro Shop gift card. There was like a little Packers swag. I think it was like a can koozie or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. There was some DGB stuff.
There was some. Yeah, we had DGB stuff. We had a Badger State brewery glass and a Badger State bottle opener, which
Nick has one.
You know, they made it giving us a few extra.
Maybe.
Like,
it's okay.
it's all good.
Our job is so hard.
I know.
Anyway,
yeah, and I think was there another local maker that we included in there?
we had cheese and brats, I think.
Yes, we had brought.
Now that
It was like a tailgate package.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Yeah. And I
really
think we
cool.
had some cerugis in there too.
Did we?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yes. So it was the whole the whole package. So that was really fun. We had some adventures with the Discover Green Bay car. We the GPS wasn't always friendly.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't know. I feel like when a car has a screen that you should be able to like plug your phone in it to see the map.
Valid.
But you can't.
Yeah.
In
it
our
doesn't
car
have
that we have.
it doesn't have CarPlay.
But it has a screen, so like you would think you have navigation. Any type of navigation.
Yeah. So, you learn a lot about your coworkers when you spend, 6 hours driving around town trying to navigate.
Yeah, definitely.
But unfortunately, of course, they didn't end up winning that game. But it was a great promotion.
It was really fun.
And it was really fun. So that's what I had for my highlight of January. Did you have something different?
I had a highlight of February.
Okay, let's move on. February. So,
Do you want to go first?
Do you think that we have the same thing?
Potentially.
You go first since I went first last time.
We got our grant from Governor Evers. Why are we like this?
Yeah. So, yes, in February, we did get our grant. We welcomed the governor of Wisconsin, Tony Evers, into the visitor center for a check presentation. And crazy how far we come in a year. The building is now coming out of the ground. We're in a different office. We have a brand new sparkly podcast studio. And that was really the catalyst for everything. So it was a really fun event. All the union folks were there that are now, you see these guys at the press conference and they're in their high vis jackets and showing at the
Cameron had a broken leg.
Cameron had a broken. Oh yeah, he was just out of surgery.
Yeah, Cameron is like the person who does all the visitor center stuff, and then as he did this, he's been working on this for like 7 years, and we finally get the check, and Cameron is barely out of surgery. He's barely there. He's sitting there, but
his mom wheeled him into the press conference.
Oh, Cameron!
I remember him sitting there. I was like, he is going to pass out. He was white.
Yeah, he was.
And he was trying to hobble around and take pictures.
And
I forgot about that.
He's been in the trenches of this project.
Yeah.
And when we finally get the grant, he's barely alive. That was funny.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Also, February was my birthday, so very cool. Happy birthday to me. And Valentine's Day, of course, too. So
I'm trying to think of what I did for Valentine's Day.
I was just gonna say don't.
No, I went to Chef Fusion.
Yeah, which is great.
It's great food. Love that place. What'd you do?
Well, it's my birthday, so
yeah. What did you do for your birthday?
We went to Stella's in De Pere.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. We went to Stella's. Did the whole flowers for my wife, and
I've never been there.
You should go.
I do. What kind of food is it?
Like Italian?
I do like Italian food.
Their lobster mac and cheese is unmatched.
I do love lobster mac and cheese. Anything with noodles. Good. I don't care what it is.
Well, I always get the shrimp scampi, and it has those. I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this, but it's the bak something noodles. It starts with a B. Bak. I don't know, but it's like they're hollow noodles.
Yeah, I'm sure they're great.
Yeah, and they make that in their shrimp scampi, and it is chef's kiss delicious.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a go-to order at Chef Fusion?
That was my first time there.
That was your first time there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Not because of Chef Fusion, but I don't know that I'll be returning soon. Chef Fusion was amazing. The food was so good, literally mouthwatering.
Yeah, we don't need to get into Katie's personal life.
No.
Her friends and family know what's up. Her friends and family listening to this are just like cringing.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Sorry to bring up Valentine's Day. My bad.
Okay, what happened in March?
We are moving on. We are moving too quickly. Once we get to...
Oh, March is a big one.
Yeah, March is a big one.
No. May is a big one for me. What'd you have for March?
Okay, so a few different things in March. We had a big concert at the Resch Center. Eric Church.
Oh, that was... Yes.
Yeah.
That was low-key when we first popped off on TikTok, too.
I was going to say, yeah, we did. We got
that one, and then we did the... Boba one.
Yep.
Pink guava.
Yep.
And we popped off.
Yeah.
That was so fun. Okay.
That was when the followers really started to rack up and we started to get some clout on that social media channel. So I'm going to just adjust my chair a little bit here because I feel like I'm like leaning all the way in. There we go. Okay. Much better.
Oh, that's for you.
Yeah, so I had Eric Church, and then they launched the first ever Green Bay comedy tour. Isla Schlesinger, a whole bunch of big names were in town. We did a giveaway for that. We did a giveaway for it on social media again. If you need a reason to follow our social media, I mean, like the giveaways, of course.
Absolutely.
So that was a really cool event, and March is kind of like one of those weird months where
it's like not super warm.
Yeah,
but it's also not.
But it's also not like you can't really like. There's not a lot of times. There's not a lot of snow left.
Yeah.
It's kind of that mid-spring, so it's a perfect time for the Resch Center to bring in these big names like Eric Church and to kick off the Green Bay Comedy Tour. And the Green Bay Comedy Tour was like all over. There was people at the Meyer. There was people at the Resch Center.
Who else came for that? Do you remember? Isla Schlesinger.
Let me look it up. Let me look it up. I know Isla was a big name. Mm-hmm. But speaking of comics, we did have some big name comics in this year too. We had Tom Segura.
Yeah.
And we had
who's right now? Bert
Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer.
Yeah. He has a movie coming out.
Really?
Yeah. Fun note about Bert Kreischer that I learned from a podcast. You know the movie Van Wilder?
No.
The one where he Ryan Reynolds is in it, and he's like he's a super senior. He's like been in college for like 8 years, 10 years.
I've never seen it.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Sorry.
Never mind then. No, but that was
based in the movie.
It was based off of his life.
Oh, shut up! Really?
Yeah. Let me take a look. Let me pull up the old Instagram machine here.
Mardi Gras also happened.
Oh, yeah. How could we forget Mosaic Arts Mardi Gras? For the first time at the Resch Expo. Yeah, it was the first time they had it there since. It was always at, the Shopko Hall, and but Mardi Gras at the new Resch Expo was stunning. I went.
Yeah.
Our friend from Cruel Art was there. Mm-hmm. They had dances. They had dancers. They had paintings. They had sculptures. It was really fun.
All the things. And I don't think it was that expensive to get into. I think the tickets were like $6.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It's not bad. Yeah. For sure. So, yeah. If you when you're planning your year here, it's definitely something to put on the calendar for end of February, March, somewhere in there.
Well, they have a lot of stuff at the Resch. Now that you say that, it's during that season. Yeah, there's like tons of expos. Like there was a pet expo, the camping one,
the boat show, the RV show. I didn't know Denise was like an RVer.
Oh yeah, she goes camping with my sister like literally every freaking weekend.
Yeah, because she went and shot the video for the RV show, camping and RV show, and like I had no idea that you could just buy RV. I thought those were like reserved for like rock stars.
Nick, what the world?
You know what? I am blessed with the fact that my family has a cabin up north that's been in our family for generations.
It's like a different experience going camping with an RV.
But if I have a free weekend, like I'm gonna go to the cabin.
Yeah, that's fair. But some, like my siblings and stuff, they all go. Like they have, like Denise, whatever. There's like 5 families that all go up north and go camping. Yeah. And their campers are like literally houses on wheels.
Okay.
But I mean, it's cool. I think it's sweet.
It sounds fun. It's like I'm not knocking it or anything like that. I'm just saying I've never really experienced it. But if you are a RVer or camper or outdoor enthusiast, definitely this time of year that we're covering right now, February, March, April, is the time for those big shows. those big shows at the Resch Expo. So if you're listening from, a place that may not have RV boat shows and a massive new 125,000 square foot pillarless expo center,
we're not,
then you might want to plan a trip to Green Bay to check out all the latest and greatest in boating and RVing and camping. Isn't the wedding show is
February, I think.
Is it?
Jonathan from the Hyatt. When is the wedding show?
At us.
Also, I'm looking at our TikTok. It was 50 degrees in March.
That was a fun TikTok, too.
That was a fun one.
Katie's outside our old office in shorts and boots.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yep. Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Oh, Chick-fil-A opened in Green Bay.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah, let's go. All right, let's see. That was March. Mm-hmm. Okay, very cool. April.
Pub 333 opened at the Hyatt.
Yeah,
did that as a TikTok.
Pub 333 reopened at the Hyatt. Delicious. Would you remember they brought us in for that tasting?
Yeah, you went to it.
You didn't go?
No.
Seriously?
No, I couldn't.
I forgot about that. Yeah. It was so good, Katie. Mm-hmm. They had the goat cheese balls.
I remember you telling me about these.
Yeah, like I can remember. Like we are sitting here December 21st. Obviously airing December 22nd, and I am still thinking about the goat cheese balls at Pub 333 inside the Hyatt Regency downtown Green Bay. Mm-hmm. You're gonna hate me.
Why?
You know what else I noticed happened in April?
What?
Your goose incident.
How did you remember that?
Because in my various research and look back, we had the
Were you looking back at our conversation?
No.
What did we talk about?
No, it was you had a picture on Instagram of people feeding the geese at the wildlife sanctuary.
Oh yeah.
And if you're not Katie, it's a very fun experience. Especially more so the ducks, I think.
The ducks are more fun. Yeah, the geese are terrifying for me, at least.
One attacked Katie.
Oh my word. I'm just like, ew. I don't enjoy that.
But the wildlife sanctuary was beautiful.
Well, because they know that people feed them at the wildlife sanctuary.
Yeah.
So like they literally flock to the people, and I'm like, stay away.
And they were just having their babies, so they were a little bit protective, I would say.
Yeah. And there was a family there, and this guy was in just like a, like the plastic, like not fancy at all strollers, like just like this very basic stroller. Mm-hmm. There was a guy there, and he literally was like pushing his baby into these geese. And the baby was screaming.
Like laughing or crying?
No, crying. And the guy just kept doing it. And I was like, oh my word. The baby was like literally screaming, crying. And the guy just thought it was hilarious.
Sounds hilarious.
Yeah. Anyways, I digress.
What do you have in April?
Oops, I got my phone up. Hold on. Oh, Morgan Wallen was here.
Yep. Did you go?
No.
You didn't go to Morgan Wallen?
Nick, the tickets were like $700.
You didn't get them like when they were released?
No, it was so expensive. That's why I didn't go. Otherwise I would have, because it's Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, my sister went. She's a big fan.
She didn't take a TikTok?
Oh, should I have had her? Well,
probably.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm not, but we popped off on that TikTok too.
Yeah.
So love that.
Yeah, no, it was Morgan Wallen was a experience, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, his shows are.
Oh my word, he's chef's kiss. So.
Just throw a high vis vest on him.
Yep, we're good to go.
Yeah, there you go. We also it was National Travel and Tourism Week in April, late April, early May. Yeah. We're kind of bridging the gap here, but we unveiled the Mobile Visitor Center.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a funny story behind this. So Katie is shooting for social at the event, and we planned this like grand entrance of the Mobile Visitor Center. Shout out to the city of Green Bay and Green Bay Fire Department. Our mobile visitor center is a ambulance that has been retired and donated by the Green Bay Fire Department in the city of Green Bay. Mm-hmm. And so for the unveiling, the fire chief and the mayor are in in the driver's seat and passenger seat.
Yep.
So Cameron has his phone. I have it on speaker. He has just his phone sitting like on the podium so I can hear what's going on. So he can give me a cue. And I'm telling you, I was crouched in the back of the ambulance waiting to tell them to go.
Yeah.
And like, Brad, they were taking forever.
Yeah. And I remember we were just like, we gotta go.
Yeah. And then, so finally we get to the point where Brad says, go, and we're parked in the old visitor center parking lot, which is maybe a half a block from the Resch Expo where we were doing the unveiling, and everyone was sitting inside, and the Resch Expo has those massive doors that like open up, like make open air windows. So we had those wide open so everyone could come.
It was freezing. I remember that. Out. It was cold.
Well, we ended up moving it inside because it was, it was a little rainy too. And then the fire chief, like, I thought they drove like crazy.
No.
He just putted that thing over, like at like 4 miles an hour. I'm trying to point to him like where to go. Yeah. And like Brad's like done with the countdown, and like he started at 10 and he's at 0 and we're still like halfway down the block. Like,
it was awkward. We tried to make it cool, but it was just not the vibe.
Yeah. It was really cool.
Once I got there, it was super cool. Yeah. But
it had the lights lit up and the sirens were going. I was nervous about the sirens, and then the fire chief was like, it's fine. I was like, well, if you say it's fine, it's fine.
Can we just talk about how Sally drove with the lights on, and she was leaving a parade. She turned the lights on and didn't realize that the lights were still on.
Yeah.
And like everyone was getting out of her way, and she's like, oh, this traffic isn't that bad. Because like usually when you leave a parade, like traffic's crazy.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it's not that bad. And then she realized that the lights were on the ambulance. Okay, it's fine.
That's hilarious. Oh, I forgot about that story.
Oh,
what else do you have for April?
There's so much in summer. There's so much.
Yeah, I know we have a lot to go over in summer. But do you have anything else for April?
Mm-mm.
All right. Now we get into the really, really busy season.
Yeah, there's a lot.
May. Here's what I have for May. Opening of Bay Beach.
Yep.
Which is like in Green Bay, like the big.
It's a moment. It's a moment.
It's like the big announcement that basically spring and summer and warmer weather and my favorite season of the year is underway.
Yeah.
We got some really great pics from user submissions on social media of Bay Beach the opening weekend.
Yeah.
I was I was like looking back at some of these photos and stuff, and they're in shorts and t-shirts, and I'm like, oh,
it's a vibe.
I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Yep.
So
farmers markets.
Yep, that was my next thing on the list. That is the kickoff of all the farmers markets. There's tons of them here that start at various times throughout May, usually.
Yep.
On Broadway, downtown Green Bay, De Pere. I know the Oneida farmers markets start in May. Mm-hmm. The markets on Military, so
they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere, and each one of them has like a little different vibe. The Wednesday farmers markets on Broadway are kind of more of a party scene, I would say. It's not maybe
social
so much.
Outing.
Yeah, it's not so much about like the produce as it is. You can get all sorts of stuff.
Oh my word, there's tons, and tons of food trucks too. And all the things.
And the Saturday farmers market is kind of similar, but a little bit more like coffee and browse.
Yeah.
Because it's in the morning, on Saturday mornings. So that's always a fun one. And then the Oneida Farmers Market, obviously, with all the indigenous products and culture is always really fun. So a different farmers market vibe at each one, typically kicking off in May. And last year, 2022, was no different.
Yep.
Go ahead.
We also did the burger tour in May.
Oh, we did?
So fun.
That was May?
Yeah, that was in May. Oh, it was so fun.
We can probably do another one.
I know.
Pretty soon.
Everybody was commenting, you missed this place, this place. I'm like, okay, I can only eat so many burgers, guys. My word. Like literally at the end, I got to a point where I was literally taking a bite out of each burger. I was like, okay, it's time to go.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
What did you do with the extra burgers?
I gave them to the people in the office. You weren't there that day.
No, I remember.
Lori took one. Cameron took one. I don't know. Yeah. Denise, maybe.
Good.
Anyway, but it was really fun.
The only other thing I have for May is it is spring bud time at Green Bay Botanical Gardens.
Oh, good call.
Which is always
good call. So it's freaking gorgeous.
So there's like that time where it's like they're just starting to pop up out of the ground, and it's super colorful. I was actually looking back at our spring photo shoot at Botanical Garden. Wow.
I know. It's like it just makes you feel like lighter going.
Yeah. There's a little spring in your step. No pun intended. Oops.
We went in the morning though, and I have a video on my phone of like walking through, like when you first walk in and you can go left, like after you get around the big circle thing. Don't at me. You get around and you go left, and it's literally like you're in like a little fairy garden. It's so cool.
It really is. It's very cool. We had our photo shoot in May as well. Like late May, right before Memorial Day, kind of ish. So yeah, it was cool to go around. We were in the Broadway district doing some shopping scenes.
Yep.
We were at Pete's Garage. We were at the Automobile Gallery. We were all over the place gathering content, and Green Bay Botanical Gardens we actually were there a little bit post, like when the big bloom was. We were still able to like, it was still, I mean, it's gorgeous all summer, spring and summer long.
Yeah. I think we were there like the week after.
Yeah, it was something like that. But there's that time in May, like early to mid-May, where it's just like perfect. So make sure to get that on your calendars for 2022 or 2023. That's the whole reason we're doing this, is so you can listen to this podcast and be like, oh yeah, we did all the memory digging for you, and put all this stuff on your calendar for 2023.
Yeah.
That is our goal, that we leave you with a whole itinerary of travel and excitement around 2023. So
I don't know when the markets, Titletown.
Oh yeah.
Did that start in May?
I have those down in June.
Okay, because that's when I have them down too. Titletown Beats, I have too.
Yeah, we'll get there. Okay. So we are halfway through the year.
Yep.
Yeah, so we will move into June. I was going to do something for like halfway, like woo woo. Maybe I'll put in some.
Oh no. Oh no.
Nick's going in post again. You know what else happened in May? One more thing we have to cover.
The parade.
Okay, two more things we have to cover. Yeah, the Memorial Day Parade and Celebrate De Pere.
Oh, my word, yeah.
Yeah, so the Memorial Day Parade we were in, it was really the first big outing for the Mobile Visitor Center.
Yeah.
Also, Celebrate De Pere's that weekend, one of my favorite events of the year.
Celebrate De Pere's iconic.
Another, like, one of those unofficial start to summer things, because it's always Memorial Day weekend with rides and concerts and games and entertainment. And I even remember when I was growing up, I grew up in De Pere, and they did like a teen dance on like that Friday night.
Yeah, I'd make my mom bring me every time.
Yeah.
I couldn't even drive yet. I was like, Mom, I need you to bring me to De Pere because it's a big deal.
Yeah, for sure. So the other thing that happened in May, so make sure to put Celebrate De Pere, get to De Pere, and then also when you're in De Pere, it's a great opportunity to go to all of their local businesses down there.
They really have like a ton of shops on that side.
Have I made this announcement on the podcast yet? I think it's public now, so I don't think she'll mind. But Gabby is pregnant. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, my sister's pregnant. I'm going to be an uncle.
Nick!
Yeah.
Why did you tell me that?
I don't know. I guess it just slipped my mind.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
She know?
It's a boy.
I want to be her. I just want to be her. That sounds so fun.
Yeah. So
how do you feel about that?
Oh, excited. So, like, I have nephews and nieces on my wife's side. Mm-hmm. Actually, like, I'm going to show my age. One of them is like 20. He's 21 and he's like a sheriff.
No big deal.
Yeah. The other, that's Trevor. The other older nephew is Ethan, and he's about to graduate college. And then there's kind of a gap, and then like they're all kind of my kids' age.
Yeah.
In that range. But it's a little bit different, like when it's your sister's kid. So so that's pretty cool. But
what I got 6 of them or 5 of them.
Yeah, I'm excited. So I'm excited. I'm excited they're having a boy. Because I have 2 girls, so that's cool. Happy for them. But what I was gonna say about that is Katie, my wife, just went and got the baby a Christmas present at Puddle Duck down in De Pere.
Oh, fun!
Yeah, which is a very cute little boutique store. You're good.
Okay.
And so definitely check that out when you go to Celebrate De Pere. Get that on your calendar. The other thing that we didn't discuss that happened in May, we launched this show.
I had it written down, but I was like, I hope I'm not wrong. But I really thought it was May. Yeah,
it was. It was the first week in May.
How iconic! What a moment.
We did a bunch of production work in April, and
Brad was on.
Brad was on our first episode, and I'm proud to say that this show has been downloaded coast to coast.
Yep.
Throughout the country, and even around the world. We've had downloads in Australia and France and Germany. So that's really cool. And we've had over 3,000 listeners total.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, people seem to enjoy it. And we're going to keep improving in 2023. So, all right. Moving to June.
It gets wild. Everybody lace up your bootstraps.
Buckle up. We're about to get crazy.
Yep.
I had the same first thing that you did. The Titletown Beats concert series kicked off in June with none other than
Jason Derulo.
You nailed that.
Thank you.
That was good. Can you do it again?
No, I'm a little stuffy. I don't want to chance it.
Yeah. So I like this one. When they announced it, I knew that they were working on a concert series, and we keep in pretty good touch with the folks over at Titletown, but they held this one close to the chest. And when it was announced that Jason Derulo would be kicking off,
it was iconic.
Free.
Yeah, it was free.
Free.
It was free. It was free. Free. And Hunter Hayes was too. Hunter Hayes was fun.
And so was Ty Verde.
They were all free, but it was crazy. I remember I went to it. The turnout was wild. There was so many people there. Hinterland had all their beer out and beer tents and everything, and it was so fun. Yeah. Because I couldn't go every single time, but I went to Jason Derulo and Hunter Hayes.
What was there, 4 of them?
Was there 4?
Yes.
Hunter Hayes, Ty Verdes, Jason Derulo.
And then the 90s band. It's like a number, but it's spelled out. 3-1. I forget.
I don't know either. But long story short, there was a lot. Yeah. It was really fun.
It was super fun.
It was a moment.
And it was the first time they did that. Yeah. They kicked off a summer concert series like that, one a month from June, July, August, and September. So yeah, it was. I went to Ty Verde.
Yeah.
I did not make it to Jason Derulo. Not a country guy, so didn't go to Hunter Hayes. And yeah, it was. We had a blast. I brought the kids.
Yeah, it's very
They ran around the park for a while. I had a cold beer in my hand. We listened to some good music. I wasn't too aware of Ty Verde, but I found a new artist that I really like. I listened to the Spotify channel at times now. So
go off. So that was going on, and then there was also they had the markets, which was really cool.
Yes,
the markets were fun. Liz and I actually went to the markets.
Yeah,
with the dogs. Oh my word! The Turn has pups and pints, so you can bring your dog and get one of those expandable dog bowls. Yeah, and they fill it with a little bit of whipped cream and a little dog treat, and then you can fill it with water afterwards. It's so fun.
I love that.
I know.
Yeah, so that is June as well?
I think that's all summer on Thursday nights.
All right. Very cool. Another big thing that happened in June, Green Bay had a first.
Oh, yes. I already know what you're going to say.
We had 2 American Queen Voyage cruises port in Green Bay.
Never have I ever been on a cruise ship, but that was...
Strike that off the list.
That was one of a kind.
Oh, wait, did you come on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Good. I know some people because they invited us all on, and some people didn't hear, and then we all came out, and they were like, "You guys got to go."
Yeah.
And we got a whole tour from the captain.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was so cool. Yeah. And then I got to go on the top deck because I was like, "Can I just go take some content?"
Yeah.
And this guy was like, "Yeah, I'll take you around." So I went around with, He was the first mate. Yeah, the first mate. He took me all up in the things or whatever, and I was like, this is so cool. But anyway.
Yeah. So welcoming those back in June again next year. So if you are a ship watcher.
Which is cool because it brings quite a bit of people to Green Bay to experience, everything that's here.
Yeah, around with crew and passengers, around 250, 300.
That's what I thought. It was like 250, 300.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that was, those are some of the most incredible, cool pictures. And what was really fun is to see how our community embraced.
Yeah, there was so many people there, when the ship docked. It was really neat. I did not anticipate that.
We had photographers taking drone footage. Yeah. We had, the ship watchers. It was a beautiful boat, and to be.
The weather could not have been better.
It was so nice and warm and sunny. The sky was blue. The ship looked beautiful coming underneath the Tower Drive Bridge.
It was really cool.
What a cool moment of Green Bay history to be a part of.
Well, and they've been working on that for so long.
Well, and they had challenges with, I think, weather in 2018, something in 2019, then COVID in 2022. Yep. It finally happened. So it was, that might have been my highlight of the year, to be honest. There was a lot of really cool things that happened this year, but being a part of that and, just being able to be on the front line, I guess, kind of.
Yeah, it was being neat to see, it was the behind the scenes and then how it turned out. It was really cool.
Yeah, so.
I don't remember if this was, we're kind of going to bridge the gap between June and July because I can't remember. But the groundbreaking, I think that was in the beginning of July.
That was actually in August.
Was it?
Yes.
Oops. My bad.
We'll get there. What else in June? We had the Green Bay, the On Broadway Mural and Busker Festival in June.
That was fun. Also, that weekend there was so much free stuff going on downtown.
Yeah, what else was there? There was something.
So that there was a free trolley.
Yes, there was a trolley that went around, and there was something. Was it?
Automobile Gallery had a free event going on.
Yep. There was something downtown too.
TikTok about it.
Bring up that TikTok.
I'm trying to.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I'll talk about Mural and Busker Festival while you look that up. I brought the kids again. There's a theme here, obviously.
Yeah.
But the coolest part, the biggest memory I have from Mural and Busker Festival is there was a mural going up kind of by White Dog Black Cat Cafe, and the art. We were just going around checking out the artist, and the artist invited my kids to help paint the mural.
Yeah.
And now every time we're down in that area, they ask to go see their mural, and it's really cool. It's really cool. So yeah, they were able to take a few brush strokes on that, and it was, and the buskers were something that was new to Green Bay. That was really entertaining. And I want to emphasize with the buskers, these are not just random people who have some talent. And it's not just, these are nationally touring performers that are incredible at what they do. Oh no. That's okay. We're good. Okay. I started auto dictating on my phone and now it messed up my notes, but that's okay. Let's keep rolling.
Don't you love Apple?
Persevere.
Anyways, there was, so that weekend, this was just one weekend in June.
Yeah.
There was the Mural and Busker Festival. There was Juneteenth celebration.
That's what it was.
Which is a big deal. That was in Whitney Park.
Yep.
Cars and Guitars car show at Automobile Gallery. And then there was a Saturday farmers market. So those were all free things to do that weekend.
Imagine coming to Green Bay and spending money on entertainment.
Right.
Not me.
I know. Our last stuff was all free too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So,
yeah.
I'm trying to fix this. This is a.
What else happened in June? Packers practice started in June.
Wrong again.
Nick, it's right here.
That was a OTA.
Or OTA.
Yeah.
What does OTA mean again?
Organized team activities.
Yes. Yeah.
So it wasn't training camp.
No, it wasn't training camp. It was, they had OTA.
Yeah. But it was an open to the public.
Yeah, everybody could go.
So it was training camp light.
Yeah, training camp light.
Yeah.
V1, version 1.
Yeah, 1.0.
Yeah, so anyways, that happened. And the only reason I know that is because TikTok.
You didn't prepare any notes. You're just scrolling our TikTok.
I did write notes. Minor notes. Okay, anyways. You want to move on to July?
Yeah, I do want to move on to July.
Fire on the Fox.
Fire on the Fox.
Yes, I went to that.
Plan your 4th of July now.
It was raining.
A little bit, but
it was so very cool. And it actually stopped raining literally right before the fireworks were about to go off.
Yeah.
And the fireworks were iconic.
Yeah. Always a huge show.
Every year. I mean, I've literally gone to it every year. That was like a staple. That's what we did on July 4th when I was growing up.
And there's all sorts of like it's almost market-ish. There's like a lot of tents and stuff.
Yeah, there's like little food, whatever, music.
And they have a kids area with bounce houses and all sorts of stuff. They do it big. They do it really big.
They do, and I love it. It's so fun.
Yeah. So make sure to hit up downtown Green Bay for 4th of July.
Is it fire over the Fox or fire on the Fox?
You know what? That's a potato situation for me. I don't really know.
Valid.
I know the organizers are probably going to be mad at me for that one, but I'm sorry. Over?
Sorry. I don't know.
It's got to be over.
Fire over the Fox?
Yes.
Is it?
It's got to be.
Okay, well.
Because, you don't light off the fireworks on the water.
Let us know.
Yeah. All right. I had Titletown night markets starting in July. But what I want to focus on is, well, not focus, but remind you of Greta Van Fleet.
Oh, that was a moment for you. That was your moment. I'll give you that one.
So we talked about it on the show, but this is a recap, so we'll talk about it again. But Greta Van Fleet, the band was in town, and I'm not cool, so I don't know what's like new and interesting and like the vibe is right now, but this crowd was incredible.
Yeah, they seem to be the vibe. They seem to enjoy what they were doing.
They call themselves the Kindness Army.
I love that.
Yeah. And I went and interviewed some of them. There was somebody from Venezuela. We had Boston in the house.
Yeah, you were doing like Billy on the Street vibe.
Yeah. And for $1, tell me where you're from. No. But yeah, there was hundreds and hundreds of people in line. They started to line up the night before. They camped.
Yeah, I remember that because our old office was right outside of the Rush Center, and they were all just chilling out there the night before. I was like, "What in the world?" Luckily, the weather's warm.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Yeah. Another event that happened in July was the Hyatt's first ever drag show.
Oh yeah, that's right. You and Liz went, right?
They had the Glitz and Glam drag show. It was so fun. It was super fun.
Sounds like it. I believe I had something where you guys went.
It's always just like an exciting vibe to go to and just be a part of, and that was exciting. Anyway, I
feel like there's got to be more.
Bava Coffee opened.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That was a moment. So it's a new coffee shop in Green Bay. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of by the Starbucks and all of that on Military and Mason.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's 3.
I know. I'm sorry. Anyways, but it's super cute and super good, so you should go.
I will. I'll check it out. I'm going to pull up Instagram again here because I feel like they're...
Oh, yeah, here's your Greta Van Fleet. That was July 26th.
Yep.
Oh, I have good ones for August.
Yeah, me too. Oh, August was a big one.
Yeah.
Let me just search Discover Green Bay. Oh, man. Katie, you post so much. It's hard to go back.
Rip.
Oh, Ignite Markets. That was the other thing.
Was that in August?
Ignite Markets started in July because they had postponed it last year for a different reason. But then everyone was like, "Oh, we love this."
Yeah.
So July, September, October was the night markets.
Had never been to an Ignite Market. I still have not.
Oh, really?
Because literally every time it happens, I have something going on, and I hate that for me. Mm-hmm. But I saw our photographer's pictures of it, and I had no idea how amazing it is. Seriously, her pictures just captured every aspect of it that made me want to go. All the crowd and the emotions at the crowd. You could see how fun it was, and the sky was so cool in comparison to all the balloons.
Yeah.
Do they do the balloons every year?
Yes.
Yeah, it was iconic. It was a moment.
Yeah, for sure. Ignite Market started up. Oh. And nope, that's August. Sorry. There's a lot in August, Katie.
I know.
Let me just make sure. Oh, well, this will be kind of a good bridge.
Okay.
So, hold on. August. What is this one? We'll use this as a bridge. Okay. So, in the end of July and early August, we launched a campaign for training camp.
Ooh, yes. Okay.
And we had some pretty big guests on the show.
We did.
Yeah, we had.
It was so fun.
AJ and Gabrielle Dillon.
We did. Was that in August or September?
That was July 27th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We had AJ Dillon and Gabrielle Dillon. AJ Dillon, who scored 2 touchdowns on Monday Night Football. What up?
And she's pregnant.
And she's pregnant. Yeah.
Yes.
Babies everywhere.
I know.
Which was a great conversation. We kicked off our kind of training camp campaign around traveling to Green Bay for training camp. We had so we'll transition here to August because training camp started in late July and then went through like mid-August, late August, and we ran a lot of different promotions.
We worked really hard on the promotions, and then
what?
We posted a TikTok.
Oh, we're going to go there right away? I was going to say...
What were you going to say?
I was going to say the first thing I wanted to talk about was we have an activation outside of training camp. And I was there for the opening of it. Katie made some fire t-shirts.
That was fun.
That we gave away. So if you're in town for training camp, or if you're planning your trip to Green Bay for training camp, make sure you stop by and see us. And so we get our mobile visitor center all up and ready to go. And one of the things we have is like a big map of, we have Wisconsin, then we have the U.S., and then we have like the world on the back. And the first person from training camp that comes up, France.
I love that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. So it was like the first interaction we have at training camp. Somebody came all the way from France to Green Bay for to experience the city and the culture and football and everything.
That like reminds me. So this past weekend I was working at Pancake Place, and they that's like one of the main reasons I love working there on the weekends is because people come to Pancake Place when they're going to the game or whatever. Yeah. And I met so many people this weekend. Yeah, we're from Texas. We're from North Carolina. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Where are you staying?
Yeah. And the tourism Katie kicks in.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, where are you guys going to dinner? Yeah, that's like one of my favorite parts though, is meeting people who like traveled so far literally just to come to Green Bay.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's very cool. But we can now transition to what I saw on Facebook in early August. My wife is a teacher in Wrightstown, as we've established on the show, and one of her coworkers posted a video on Facebook, and it was adorable. Her name is Aria Rubens, and I sent her a little text message, and I said, "Hey, Ashley, Miss Rubens, could we borrow that video of your little girl serving tea to Packers players and put it on the Discover Green Bay socials?" She said, "Yeah, that would be great. I would love that."
Yeah.
Send it over to Katie to edit up and put out and message and kind of build the post. And then what happens?
And then it blew up. And Nick was flying to Wisconsin Rapids. Wisconsin Rapids.
What? Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Anyways, Nick I'm not geographically inclined.
Not inclined by rocks either. Geological girl.
Anyways, so Nick was going to Grand Rapids flying in the air when this happened. When I posted it, which was partly my mistake. Anyways, so I posted it, and it like started to get traction for like the first hour or whatever, like just a normal TikTok.
Yeah.
And then it started to really blow up. Yeah. Like really like was going off. And then Nick
landed.
Nick landed, he saw, and then I think you had a layover.
Yep.
And he got back in the airplane, and all of a sudden I got a DM from, was it
Sports Center?
ESPN?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh crap. So like, this is popping off. So
I've got national media outlets reaching out to me, and my boss is in the air.
Yeah, my boss is in the air. I don't know how to respond to this. Like, can I do that? Because like I had to contact her mom. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we gave him approvals, and then it was just everywhere, and it was a really cool moment for us
and for Green Bay. I just
Bay.
love how it showed the interaction between the players and the community.
Well, and everybody was commenting like, I'm officially a Packers fan now, which I thought was so cool. But anyways, and a lot of people were like, this is literally Green Bay in the comments, which was really cool. It was just a lighthearted video and a really cool reason to go viral.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, it was on Good Morning America.
Yeah.
It was on Sports Center. It was on CBS. The NFL.
Yeah, the NFL.
Put it out there. Yeah, so it was really cool. Yeah, it was a really cool moment.
There was like people who translated it to Spanish and were posting it on their.
That was the NFL Mexico that did that.
It was everywhere. So it was really a cool moment. But anyways.
Yeah. I digress.
We
were.
Where are we in? No, August?
Yeah, we're in August.
I flew with Pilot Smith.
Oh, that was so cool. Yeah, that's right. I forgot you did the Pilot Smith.
That was the randomest experience of my life, but it was so fun. Yeah. So they have like planes you can test, like take up in the air and fly them yourselves.
A pilot comes with you, and then
But you fly the plane.
Yeah.
You like literally do
all that. Did you fly the plane?
I did not.
No, I know you didn't.
I did not fly the plane. I was too scared. I sat in the back.
I've seen you drive a car.
Actually, when you pulled behind me today, I was just really trying to drive good. I turned into my lane. I had my blinker on. Normally, RIP.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
The only other thing I had in August was we had our summer photo shoot.
We did.
Which we went to. Oh boy, we went everywhere. We were at where else? Oh yeah, we were at like what?
Our Instagram. Nick's got our Insta up.
I do, yeah. Well, it's like our timestamp document of the year. So we were at Hagmeister. We were at Titletown Brewery. We were at Bay Beach. We were at Fonferric. We were at the New Zoo and Adventure Park. Which, by the way, did you see those pictures of the canopy tour at the New Zoo
go
Adventure
look at our
Park?
Instagram. It's iconic.
Yeah, it is so cool.
Okay. In addition to the summer photo shoot, there also was photos that we got back from our photographer about the Brown County Fair.
Yes.
Which was such cool pictures. But like, it's like, you don't want to like, I don't know. They're freaking cool pictures.
Yeah. It doesn't get much more Wisconsin than the Brown County Fair.
Exactly.
There's
like pictures of people showing their cows, but it's also like, that's what we are. Like, it's a cool thing in Green Bay that we do.
It's Americana.
Yeah.
You know, it's what it's, you
absolutely.
know, it's like you said, it's who we are.
Yeah.
We're not ashamed that we're the dairy capital of the world. Yeah, check this out. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really, it was a cool moment.
Yeah, for sure.
I did do the Foxy Peddler.
Oh, you did?
In August, yeah. That was cool.
How was it?
It was so fun.
Yeah.
It was.
Is that the bike or the boat? Peddler. Bike. Okay.
The bike. Yeah, we did the bike. And just so you guys know, it's powered by a motor, not the bicycle. Shh. They try to tell you that. They try to tell you that. But we tested it. Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I did that. And then, that's all I have for August. What do you have?
We covered
for
mine.
September?
Yeah, we covered mine in
August.
Yeah, we covered it.
Okay, I'm ready.
September. Packer season kickoff.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, our busiest time for tourism, obviously, is when we welcome 80,000 of our closest friends to the friendly confines of Lambeau Field. Mm-hmm. And kicked off with a game against the Bears. I went. It was super fun. They won, which has not been happening lately, but they're on a streak. They're gonna.
It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, 18% chance of making the playoffs or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all right. But the season kicked off, so that was really cool. We did a bunch of content around the start of the season. Mm-hmm. You know, obviously it's a big time to celebrate and celebrate everything Green Bay in September when the season kicks off. So anything to add to that? Not to September. There's a lot in September, but just to the
Packer thing.
Yeah.
What did I do? Oh my word! Was that when I went? Oh no, that was Family Day. That was Family Day that I did all that walking.
Oh, yeah,
I was dying.
Yeah.
It was so hot.
That was Family Night. That's what we missed in August.
Yes.
Family Night.
I
Packers
was literally
Family
dying.
Night.
It was. I was like, I was just going to take photography around like the stadium and Titletown District and all the things going on because it was so cool. Mm-hmm. They had like bubbles and like bubbles.
The YMCA was out there doing stuff.
Bubbles are a good thing to take pictures of because they just look cool. So I was all over that. Anyway.
Okay. Also, the Downtown Green Bay Fall Art Block Party happened.
Go off.
Yeah.
Way to remember that.
Yeah. It was a really cool... so they do the Washington Street block parties like every month in the summer, but they have a different theme for each one.
Yeah.
Like they even did one in October that was like tailgating themed. This one was art themed, so it was great to have art back on the streets of Green Bay. Oh, we need to go back to August for one more thing. I'm so sorry. Art Street.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was so much fun.
It was.
Cameron, our coworker, is a board member for Mosaic Arts who puts on the event, and we guest bartended.
Yep.
So it was really cool to do that. And help raise money for Mosaic Arts, who their mission is to further the arts here in Green Bay. And it was just a really cool event. It was at Ashwaubenon Park, which was a cool new venue. They had some great live music at night. Which was really fun. I found a piece at Art Street for the new house. Yeah,
Nick moved. So you got some new art.
We'd have to go way back. I moved in March.
Was it in March?
Yeah.
Anyways. Well, Nick found an art piece. His wife trusted him.
I FaceTimed her.
Anyways, okay, let's go to September.
Oh yeah.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Logging
Congress. Yes, good memory, Katie. I didn't have that one down.
And the only reason I remember that is because I got really cool merch.
Yeah, you did get cool merch.
Got my... I am anywhere I go. I just love buying the merch. So that's one thing about me. It's that. So, but yeah, it was really cool. It's the first time it's been back here in like 10 years.
Yeah, and it was at the Resch Expo again, and it was open to the public, which was really cool. They did the competitions of the sawing and and
there was
moving
like literally logs on Oneida Street, just like covering Oneida Street.
Yeah, it was so cool. And then they had the simulators.
Yeah. So it was really quite an experience going there. Do you have anything else for September?
You know what? Let me look.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, go.
Our golf outing.
Oh, I didn't have that either. You are killing me in September.
I know.
You're killing September.
September was quite the month.
Yeah. That was another whirlwind day for you.
That was wild. There's like these moments burned into my memory, and I'm like, I can't get rid of them.
So I golfed in the golf outing, but I'm not like I did a lot of work for the golf outing. But Katie had the majority of the work the day of the golf outing. So yeah, that was really fun. We raised like $15,000 for the Lodging Association and Experience Green Bay with the mission around scholarships for hospitality students and tourism education in our community. So that'll be put to good use. And it was a ton of fun, and it was almost sold out, and we had some great prizes. And Thornberry Creek at Oneida was such a gracious host. Make sure to go check them out if you're here for a golf trip. If you're in the region for a golf trip, like Thornberry has to be on your list.
Yeah, it was one of a kind. It was quite the experience.
Yeah. What was your day like? Walk me through your day at the golf outing.
So Liz and I were in a golf cart together.
Yeah.
Which is a party in and of itself, might I add. So the Hyatt was actually giving out Jell-O shots.
As one does.
So we were just living our best lives, and it was super fun getting to. I mean, like I know, like I've met people that we work with, whatever. But it was fun getting to like actually get to know them at the golf outing and like them be like, oh, you're the one who does what I mean? Like it was that was a cool part
of it. Putting faces to names and meeting in more of like a casual atmosphere.
that was more my vibe.
Where everyone's a little loosey goosey.
Yes,
and
that was
having fun.
Probably my favorite part was getting to actually like. Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
That was a cool part of it. But we recorded ourselves driving around in the golf cart, and it was the funniest thing ever. I still have yet to crop it and post it, but it's hilarious.
We'll use it for promotion for next year's outing.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, so moving on. Do you have anything else for September?
No, you crushed September. You had a lot of stuff I didn't, so good on you.
Thanks.
October.
Walker Hayes.
And
my birthday.
Happy birthday. like I have here, we mentioned the busy season at the Resch Expo with all the shows. October is the start of the busy season at the Resch Center. D1 basketball, D1 college basketball, Green Bay Phoenix play, and their season kicks off in October, and the Green Bay Gamblers kick off in October. So
lots going on.
Yeah, lots of sports, winter sports kicking off in October. Obviously, just fall.
Yeah,
fall vibes.
Fall vibes. And like too, like the other thing about doing stuff in October is it's all. Like, they have Blazers Acres, and Titletown is all decorated cool. Yeah. And where else is decorated?
I mean, there's pumpkin patches everywhere.
It's just such a vibe.
Yeah.
So
there's the pumpkin carving event at Titletown. Yeah. There's, like you said, Blazers Acres is open along with other must-hit kind of fall activities. There's corn mazes.
There's tons of fall activities.
Yeah, and I went to Pampern Park for some work stuff, and like I forgot how gorgeous Pampern Park is in the fall.
Yeah,
like we did some hiking around there.
That hill I was telling you about, isn't it cool?
Gorgeous
pictures.
Yeah, it was beautiful. So make sure to add when you're looking to come to Green Bay in October, make some extra time for some outdoor rec, because it's the best season.
Speaking of fall vibes,
and it's not too hot, it's not too cold.
Right, that's like literally my favorite season. Yeah. And I don't know if it's because I'm a Libra, but it's fine. I digress.
I don't know what that means.
I did this, kind of bridging the gap between September and October, but I did a cafe drink tour or a fall drink tour.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was so fun.
Yeah,
that was such a vibe.
What was your favorite one on the fall? The fall,
a little bit different
PSL tour,
but I didn't get all PSLs because all places didn't have all of them yet. But a little bit different vibe. I went to Cultivate Taste Tea and got a tea drink.
Love that.
Yeah, and it was like very fall flavored. It was good, and that was good. And I would say my other one that was like more of a cafe drink would have been at Kavarna. Mm-hmm. Obviously, that's a staple.
Classic.
Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Anything else in October? I went to London.
Yeah, no big deal. It's fine.
The Packers were playing in London. I went over for a whirlwind trip. It was 6 days or something like that with travel, and for like 4 of them I don't think I left the hotel because I just had journalists and media people coming to meet with me. I met with the Telegraph, I met with Wanderlust Travel, I met with
Nick's low-key famous. It's fine.
I met with Travel Mole, I met with all sorts of these like international publications to put Green Bay on the map. Everyone was walking around with G's on their hats, and the media was curious. What the heck is this? What is going on? What is Green Bay? And we were there to answer their questions.
Yeah. What do you want to move on to November?
Do you have anything else for October?
Nope.
Yeah, we might as well move on and get wrapped up. We're at about an hour or so here, so we should probably get wrapped up and get into this holiday season. So,
do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Garden groundbreaking.
What?
The kids.
Oh, it wasn't the groundbreaking, but we did a tour of the Green Bay Botanical Gardens' new children's garden expansion, which you can read more about in the 2023 destination guide. That'll be
look at him plugging.
It just comes so natural.
It does, just flows right out.
That'll be out in 2023, but yeah, that place is going to be
it's so cool.
Stunning.
It is amazing. Very highly recommend going there this spring.
I have the opening of the Garden of Lights, speaking of the Botanical Gardens, is in November.
Segue.
And then also in November, the National Railroad Museum Festival of Trees opens.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. True. So, obviously in November, a lot of the holiday stuff that we've been talking about on the show for a couple weeks now starts to pop off. So
the Sistine Chapel.
That was on my list too.
Look at us.
That'll be here through January.
Yeah.
So the Traveling Sistine Chapel exhibit is stunningly gorgeous at the Hyatt and KI Convention Center.
Yeah, they not at all what I anticipated it to be, but it's amazing. Yeah. It's so cool.
Very cool.
Very good photo ops there. Do you have anything else for November?
Nope.
I just have the parade, and I was getting smacked in the face the whole time. It's fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. 10 out of 10, don't recommend inflatable costumes. It was so windy. Make sure to come to
Green Bay for the holiday parade to see Discover Green Bay shenanigans.
You can watch it on TV if you have a Roku.
Just come to Green Bay and see it in person.
Anyways, it's embarrassing. It's out there forever. But I was in a big blow up gingerbread costume, and the entire time we were like walking into the wind. I'm getting smacked in the face by this costume. It was so fun though. Yeah. It was an adventure.
For sure.
Okay, December.
Yeah, you know what? We've talked about the stuff in December for the past 3 shows.
Valid.
So, you know what? We went through 11 months. We're at just over an hour, and I think we should wrap up for the year.
Okay.
So, I want to just reiterate what I said at the beginning of this show. We appreciate everyone who listens, shares, talks about the show. It was something that we one of those things that Katie and I decided, we want to try it. We planned for it in the beginning of the year, and we knew we wanted to do more original content from Discover Green Bay because, we are the local experts, and we want people to be able to travel in Green Bay and get recommendations and really explore and experience more than what they thought was here. And, I think this has proved to be a pretty darn good way.
I think so too.
Of doing that. So, and thank you to Katie for all of your work this year on the podcast. I know everyone has enjoyed your, little quirky personality on the show. So we appreciate that.
We have fun.
But yeah, so first of all, wishing everyone a very, very happy holiday season.
New Year,
safe travels. Was that a dad joke? See you next year.
I'm fine. It's fine.
All right. Anything to add, Katie, before we wrap up for the year?
No, I am just grateful that we did this, and it's a really fun break to our week.
Yeah.
And it's just fun to hang out and talk all things Green Bay and all the fun parts.
For sure. So for the last time in 2022, Katie, hit him with the socials.
Follow us at Discover Green Bay. And on Twitter, it's Discover GRNBAY.
Yep.
Follow us. Follow our RSS feed.
That's a throwback. That's a callback.
Don't actually. I don't even know what that is.
All right, everyone. Thanks again for listening, for watching, for tuning in. As always, get out there and discover Green Bay. See y'all. Happy New Year.